We are given that t is in the first quadrant, and we are also told that sine t is equal to 8/9. Use the Pythagorean identity, sine squared t plus cosine squared t is equal to 1 in order to find cosine. So they want us to use this little identity formula here in order to find cosine. They gave us that sine t is 8/9. Plug in that 8/9 here for sine. Now just understand that is sine squared, so this is going to be 8/9 squared. Plus the cosine squared t is equal to 1. Square the 8/9 to get 64 over 81 right over here, which we're then going to subtract to the other side here to solve this equation, right? We want to take this equation here and solve it. So subtract the 64 over 81 to each side, which is going to give us cosine squared t is equal to, we'll actually subtract this out on the right-hand side, 1 minus 64 over 81. You can change that 1 to an 81 over 81, and when you actually do that subtraction, you will be left with 17 over 81. In order to solve for cosine, we just need to take the square root of each side so that that square root and square cancels here. We're able to drop down cosine. Taking the square root of the right-hand side, square root of 17 over 81. Well, square root of 17 is just square root of 17. That drops down. Square root of the 81 is a 9. Typically, when we take a square root, it is the plus or minus of that value. Do keep in mind they told us that t is in the first quadrant, which means it is positive. So cosine t is equal to a square root of 17 over 9.